As a physician, I knew that I wanted to do something and serve somewhere and use my skills in a way that would help. Julie came to visit our church, and I was intrigued about, what she was doing in the living room and the hospice program and also the hospital founded by Julie and Allison and their husbands 20 years ago. Although, going with the church as a mission trip was a possibility, I decided to go on my own. As I walked into that entrance, I could hear the sound of the voices and the music playing. I was just enamored by the sound of it. But really, as I got closer, I realized the love that Kenyans expressed through community. And that's what really touched me. It was like, wow. I had a chance to work at the living room, but also at the hospital in Eldoret. I got to see the contrast of resources where people were double bunked or people were all in one room, probably 5, 6, up to 20 people. Many sick patients with preventable diseases. What hit me most was they have home visits. So they go out to the community in the villages where patients can't come out to the hospital or to the clinic. We go out there in this little sedan, rocky road, dirt road, and we go up to a mud hut. Met with this mom. As I examined her, it became very apparent early on that she had a terminal diagnosis. I, automatically go into a frame of mind as a doctor and just think, okay, so she'll need chemotherapy, radiation, she'll need office visits, she's gonna have to drive to this doctor and this doctor. So as I played this out in my head, I realized this is an impossible journey. And I looked toward the clinical officer and I looked toward the social worker and say, I don't think she has a chance. They looked back at me and said, well, let's try. And that kind of struck me what do you mean? It became obvious that as I listened to this story, this is not the first case they've dealt with. And so that took me, of course. They face these trials with each of these people in the community together. And that's what community was all about. People in these communities do not have choices, and we do. Although I came there with the intention to give a little, help a little, I was changed with the level of what community meant, whether or not it ends in a miracle or it ends in tragedy. Through that journey, they were still with them, and that's what mattered more.